I've always said that if you are in the service business, you are two things. You are a fireman, firewoman, and you're also a cheerleader to your clients and to actually the people that don't actually know you. So if we are cheerleaders and motivators, how do you motivate an audience that you don't know? How do you boost morale? How do you increase that engagement?
Hey, I'm Veronica Di Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, you're going to experience the new way to promote your business with clear and unique messaging by giving you actionable marketing and messaging strategies that get you interested leads to transform the lives of your audiences so that you build up your brand with continuous momentum. Get ready, because here's where we say no to outdated marketing strategies and society norms, and we say yes to change from the inside out. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast.
So one of the things that I remember a long time ago when I was doing events is that every time that we would be, doing these events for these doctors, because we usually did medical events, we were always in fire mode, trying to put down the fire, and we had to, in a way, motivate our clients and divert any issues and problems. Actually, one of the things that I did learn very early on creating events was that we never said that we had a problem. Like, you would never say that even in front of a client or anybody like that. So we always had a slight issue, right? So I remember being that. And then later on in my entrepreneurial journey, I realized that when I was speaking to people and people were talking about marketing and we were talking about messaging and trying to explain them, and you hear other people's struggles and issues. And I realized that as I was listening to them and I was telling them, well, maybe you should do this, maybe you should find a way around it. And they were, they were really stuck in their mindset. They were not confident, or they were like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have the time. I can't do it. I can't afford it. All these excuses and everything, right? And I was the big motivator, and I still am today. Because I do believe in people's being better than they truly are. I honestly do believe that. I believe that we all have this capacity of being amazing. We are all so unique and so different from each other. We all have different backgrounds, cultural experiences, that we are just so special. And it got me to the point when I realized that I wasn't feeling like that. I did not feel special. Although I always wanted to be unique, I always wanted to be special, right? But the more that I realized and I dealt with my issues, I realized that there are a lot of people out there, and you may be one of them listening to me, that you don't feel like that. And so how can you actually motivate somebody that doesn't want to be motivated, right? How do you turn that situation around and make them actually shift their thinking in a way that they feel that they can actually let go of certain fears and struggles and actually do believe in yourself? I know of so many business owners and friends that do actually feel that they're not worth it. That do feel that life is a grind and you have to hustle, and you can't take breaks, and you can't do all these things, and you can't let yourself let down, and you should be doing what maybe you were brought up to do, which is to work and go home and be with your family, and that's it, and work until late, and right? that is not life. That is not life. To me, that is not life. Life is boundaries. Life is loving yourself first so that you can actually love other people as well. So when it comes to you and your business, you and your clients, you and your audience, that audience that you actually don't know at all, how can you motivate them, right? So if we're talking from the basis of, listen, I'm going to be on social media. I'm going to be promoting my business. I don't have to be salesy because nobody likes a broken record, right? But how can I motivate my audience in a way that they do feel connected? How can I make them, help them be better? How can I enjoy doing what I want to do and share what I want to say and have that audience that doesn't know me connect to me? Well, first, obviously, you gotta know your audience, right? You gotta know what they actually are struggling with. You gotta be empathetic with them. But besides that, you have to be intentional with your words, with your messaging, the way that you say it, so they do feel connected. And you gotta be authentic in some sort of way. And not really sort of, in the real way. You have to be able to share and to get scrappy and to get dirty and to get messy. And sometimes we don't have to know everything. Sometimes we can say, you know what? I'm going to go and check it out and I'm going to find that for you. I'm going to go and see. You don't have to be all the time saying yes, 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 yes. Right? There's certain times that we need to say no. We need to say no. So when you are using your messaging and your marketing intentional, meaning, okay, these months are my visibility strategy that I'm going to be more visible and I'm going to show up more so that people understand who is behind the business, so they understand what kind of services I actually do provide them. And then maybe in 3 months' time, in another 3 months, you are in your engagement because now you want to create that community where you want to be having these people that you have certain things that are in common, but certain things maybe that are not that common because you know what is happening within your niche, within your industry. So maybe you don't agree with certain things, right? But you are still trying to engage and motivate them along the way. This is a learning curve. This is an educational curve as well. You have to be able to also educate your audience. And you do that through being controversial, being empathetic, understanding their struggles, understanding their pain, right? I know I sound like a broken record when I say all this, but we are not doing it. We are just giving information, I don't know why, and we're just saying things that people can actually go and Google right away. And that is not the way that we should be actually promoting our business or the way that we should be putting ourselves on social media. No. Well, maybe you can actually use that chat GPT, whatever that name is, if it works for you. But yeah, if that helps you, great, go ahead, right? The thing is that whatever you put out, it should be strategically intentional. Is the way that you want people to feel. So how do you motivate an audience and how do you increase that engagement? By showing up first. First of all, you gotta show up. If you've decided that you don't want to post this week at all, it's great. But there's certain things that need, that momentum, that timing, right? So how do you motivate a client that is maybe going through something in their lives? Gotta listen. We gotta listen more. We gotta talk less and listen more. That is what we gotta do as business owners, as CEOs of our business, of our service. Because if you know deep inside you that your service can change someone's life and they just haven't actually found you, then you should be showing up, right? You should be showing up. So there is one thing that I want to come here and tell you. We've just come out with 100 social media quotes to motivate your audience. These you can edit in Canva directly. You can change the colors, you can change the font, but I've given you 100 social media quotes that you can actually start putting them out into the world, into your social media, that you can actually start motivating your audience, start creating conversations, start getting them into your DMs, sending them an email, even put them on emails. You don't even have to only put them on, your social media. You can put them on an email. You can turn them into reels if you want. You take a few and you make them, motivational, boosting ones. And then you continue the conversation in the comment section. You can do shorts with these social media quotes. You can do all the things that you may want. You can even print them out if you want to and send them as thank you. Thank you, client. Thank you. I want to continue to motivate you. I want to continue to serve you. Okay, so I wanted to come here and tell you that you've got this. Even if you are not feeling motivated yourself, we got to motivate ourselves first to motivate others. That's for sure. And for those that don't want to be motivated, they don't want to feel that urge of maybe they're really down, listen to them. Listen to them, because maybe they are giving you so much information for you to use on your social media, on your messaging, on your marketing. Those words that they're using are helping you actually to be a better business owner and marketer and messenger of communications about your services. Okay? So I'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.